Welcome to cit178 Relational Databases. I am your instructor, Lisa Ballback, and I'm going to kind of walk you through the course and cover what you need to complete the first week. You'll notice at the top we have a little banner, and then below that we have some buttons, and the buttons take you to resources that I think will be useful to you. If you display the sidebar, you will notice that my name, my office hours, my email, those are all available. My office hours are through live stream, and there is a live stream link right here that you can click on to access those hours. Also, if you click on the LinkedIn profile, if you have LinkedIn, my background is here, so you can kind of read through and take a look. My work experience, my education, all my certifications. You guys can kind of look through all that if you would like. And as we move down here, the news and announcement section, I'm going to go ahead and hide this. That is where I post information I want to share with all of you. And as we progress through the course, once I am done correcting each week, I do post an announcement to let you know that I am done correcting. And when I do that, the next time you guys come in, you definitely should go into the dashboard and go into grades, because that is where you're going to see your scores. So the range is like the maximum number of points that you can get. And then you'll see a grade column, and this will be your score. And if you didn't get all the points, over in the feedback, it'll explain why. And for the different coding assignments that we have, if you missed something, you do have the opportunity to resubmit and get those points back. So it's really important that you guys come in here and take a look at that feedback. Then below the announcements for me, there is a forum for you guys to ask each other questions and share information. And then below that are some links to our social media. And what we post in social media are any kind of events that we have that you guys can attend. We also post job opportunities and internships. So it is a really good idea to follow us in one of our social media forums. Below that, you'll notice the course is set up by week, and I don't display, all 16 blocks right away. I gradually open these just because it's a little overwhelming for some students to see all of that when they first come in here. So you'll notice after each week, I do have the dates, and these are the dates that you should be working on the assignments in that block, and they are always due at the end of the week. So we have week 1, and if you expand that block, everything that you need to complete for this week is listed at the top, along with the due date. Okay, and then below that are the activities, and they are in the same order as the list at the top. So for this first week, we do have a lot of orientation activities. Watching this video is the first activity, followed by the welcome message. This just gives you an idea of what my expectations are, how the course is set up, all of that fun stuff. How do you get help? Kind of general information. And then we have the course syllabus. Course syllabus also has my office hours, office phone, email right at the top, and a description of the course, the materials that you need. And then as you kind of go through here, what you're going to learn, how you're going to be graded, different graded activities, and then a description of those activities. Okay, and so I would suggest that you read through this because this is kind of your contract with me. And then let me know if you have any questions at all about the syllabus. Please realize that the software that we're using for this class, um, SQL Server, is not Mac compatible. Okay, so I'm going to say that right up front. Um, if you do have a Mac, then you will probably need to go to campus to complete some of the work. And I do have information on the labs. And actually, the Student Success Center is the best place to go because those computers have the right software on them. So if you click on the link, the Success Center is in the library. And so you should be able to get to the hours from here, unless they've changed this. Let's see, the college syllabus is the same for all classes. So if you've read through this for another class, it is the exact same. And if you have not read through it, you also need to read through this and be familiar with it. Uh, the course assignment schedule. This is something that kind of outlines every single week what we're going to be doing. And a lot of students find it helpful to print this out. And then as you complete things, you cross them off. Okay, and that helps you make sure that you get everything done for the week. If you are going to be on campus, watching the campus safety video is important. So you're definitely going to need to watch that. And then that brings us into orientation assignments. So there's two assignments that are worth points, both of them are, and they are for you guys to get to know each other. So one is the student profile, and you're going to be adding your profile. And I do have a video that kind of walks you through the process, but you'll basically add an entry. Your first and last name go here. You're going to add a picture to this bottom section, along with a quote that represents you, hashtags that represent you, that type of thing. Okay, and where that ends up displaying, every time you come into the course, we have a student spotlight section and you will see a different student. And if you refresh, you'll get a different student. So I did one. This is basically a quote that represents me and my hashtags, along with my picture and my granddaughter. And so you guys will do the same thing. And this way you can kind of get a feel for other people that are in the course. In addition to the student profile, there is a discussion forum where you're going to introduce yourself. So in this, let people know what your nickname is, what your major is, what your hobbies are, anything that you would like to share. So I take this opportunity to tell you a little bit about my background and, how I got into teaching, the types of courses that I teach, all of that. So you do not need to share that much information unless you want to. Okay, so what you share is totally up to you. It is what you are comfortable with. I tend to overshare, so you guys do not need to do that. Then we get into the first chapter of the book. So what I do for the chapters is I kind of summarize the key points. And so these would be the key points for that first chapter, and you can kind of read through that. And then the next thing that you need to do is get our required software installed along with the database files. Because starting next week, you are actually going to be going into that software and completing assignments. So there are videos that you can watch that will show you how to install the software and how to install the required database files. And then these are links to the software and then links to the different database files that you need to install. At the bottom of the block, and this is true of every week, will be additional resources for you. So at the end of the chapter, there's a bunch of terms they want you to define. So I went ahead and defined them for you. So you can access that. And then each chapter has a PowerPoint slideshow, and a lot of students find it useful to look through that. Okay, so these are optional, just additional resources if you want to use them. So that is our first week. If you do have any questions about the course or about the assignments, please let me know because I am here to help you. Have a great week, and I look forward to an awesome semester.